you have to put in your own edge. You can see here, this one will go ahead and you can change this prompt how you want, but you can see it says respond with execute or reject. And I think this is a cool thesis here. Now, we know if something works in the past, we backtested it and it works in the past. It's not guaranteed to work in the future. But what about things that work in the past? What about adding an AI agent on top of it? Giving them the discretion of, okay, well, here's the signal from X, Y, or Z strategy that I put in my custom signals here, or custom strategies. Here's the signal. Should we abide by it or not? Should we execute it or reject it? And I think that's a really cool idea, because there's sometimes like, what if a black swan is happening at that moment? For example, what if you have a strategy that works in the past, but COVID's happening or something like that, and it's just the market is crashing? Well, it might say, well, there's a crisis going on right now. Let's just stay on the sideline. Things like that you couldn't do before LLMs. I think there's just a whole new world, and that's why I'm exploring it. And I'm planning on investing a full year on this. That's how excited I am, because I'm already at a place where I've got my thing. I spent 4 years. I've got my algos that work. I obviously need to keep tweaking and adding to them. Of course, that game's never gonna stop, and I never want to stop it either. But this is a whole new regime, and I get excited about regimes. This is where I've made all of my money in life, is regime shifts. So it's like, okay, before we had regime shifts of the App Store. We had the internet. I hit the App Store hard. I hit Facebook ads hard. Then I had a personal regime shift that I've been hitting hard, and you've watched this entire show. And that personal regime shift was Moondev, the idea guy in the past that just hired developers, to Moondev, the developer. That's where I've made all my money. Regime shifts. So whether that's an external or internal regime, we have an external regime right here. External regime shift, and that's human usable AI, because we've had AI for a long time, and I got into development through machine learning. I studied machine learning for my first couple years, because my main mission was to build 1 million me's, so I could just be working more than 24/7. Now, I know that's a big-headed thing to do, you cocky asshole. Build 1 million U's. You're not that sick. I'm not that sick, but I know 1 million me's would be sicker than me. That's it. So I don't mean to be. I know I come off arrogant all the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm confident, dude. I'm confident, but at the same time, I'm scared. I was scared to learn how to code till I was 30. Are you kidding me? Fucking pussy. Seriously. Think about it. Like, these are just words. It's just in an intimidating way. This just looks intimidating. It's not actually hard. It's just English words, dude. But I think this is where I'm headed, is a strategy agent, because this allows me and you to put in any strategy here. And I'll put a bunch of strategies in here, don't worry. But what's cool about this is, if you look at the README of the strategy agent, which is right here, this is where you can build your own edge, and you can keep things private. So if you put secret / like, for example, private _ or secret _ or dev _, it's not going to be added to the GitHub. So like I said, nobody's going to just give you $1 million or a profitable strategy, and I'm not either. So I will put some of my strategies as private, and I encourage you to do the same thing. If you have an edge, protect that edge. Help people, lead with love, help them when they have questions in the Discord, but protect your edge. Straight up. I know I leak my edge, but the thing is if I leak my edge, I've changed somebody's life. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, I'm never going to say I'm your financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you what bot to run. It's okay for me to leak my edge. Read that. I don't know why my mic went out.